Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. So this video will be to talk about the most important verbs in French. I will say like the foundation. Okay, so we're gonna deal with être, which is to be, avoir, which is to have, faire, it can be to do, to make, aller, to go, and we're gonna also cover pouvoir, can, to be able to, vouloir, to want, devoir, must, have to, okay? And just for that, okay, just for the time being, we're gonna cover this. So we know être, it's to be. I'm gonna just cover the present tense. So the way I can conjugate is je suis, I am, tu es, you are, casual, il est, he is, elle est, she is, on est, be careful of this one, on est, it can be we are, some people say it's casual, but I don't really agree. We are, one is, everyone is, so it's like a group, we talk on behalf of a person. We also have nous sommes, this is like the regular we are. Vous êtes, so there is a Z sound here, vous êtes, you are, but it can be formal, or it can be you, I mean, formal as you sir, you lady, if you want, and you guys, but this is you guys will be a group, okay? And ils sont, so this is they, but let's say masculine or mixed. I write it French way. And elles sont, so that will be, I forgot the A, sorry about that. Voilà. Elles sont, it's like they are, but it's gonna be a feminine group. You cannot have one guy here, because otherwise it's gonna turn into a mixed group, which we can use ils sont. Okay? Now, so we have je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. So elle est, il est, elle est, on est. I'll be careful of the small liaison here. Okay. And voilà. So to be can be used with, you know, with an adjective. It can be used with a lot of things. Now, avoir. So to have. J'ai, I have. Tu as, you have. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. On a, one has, everybody has, or we have. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, you guys have, you sir, you ma'am. And ils ont, be careful of the Z sound. Ils ont, elles ont, with a Z sound. Okay? Now let's go with faire. Be careful of this verb because it may not always mean to do or to make. It can be to play, to practice. It can be a lot of things. We can also use faire for talking about the weather. So, il fait beau, it's nice, it's sunny. So, that doesn't mean it does sunny. It's kind of weird. But il fait, so je fais, I make, I do. Or it can be also, so I do, make, but it can also be I'm doing and I'm making. Okay? So, je fais, tu fais, il fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils font. Okay? So, this is a M. Voilà. So, tu fais, il fait. Of course, the same conjugated form goes for elle fait, and on fait. So after a while, when we know we are used to the French conjugation, we know that il, the conjugated form of il, will be the same for elle and on. Okay? So, nous faisons, vous faites, ils font. Okay? And after, we need to see what comes before or after. I'm gonna actually add some extra things here concerning the recent past, the expression être en train de, and going to or to be about to, you know. So we're gonna go through this because I noticed that a lot of my students, when they took classes with other language schools or other teachers, they don't go through this. So I'll go through this stuff because it's kind of important. Now, aller is to go. So we can, if I use it in the present tense, I can talk about the present and the present tense, and I can talk about the near future. I'm going to, I'm gonna. So, je vais, tu vas, il, meaning elle, on va, nous allons, vous allez, il, meaning elle, also, il, elles vont. Je vais, so it can be I go, so I go, or I'm going to. Okay, the same. So the thing with aller, I can say je vais au restaurant, I'm going to the restaurant, and I can say je vais aller au restaurant. I can add another verb here. I'm gonna go to the restaurant, maybe tomorrow, next week, okay? Or right now I'm going to the restaurant. So it can be a present tense, or it can be a near future. I'm not a big fan of this title because that's not true. It's not a near future, it's more like a future. This action can be done in 5 minutes or in 5 years. Okay. Now, pouvoir. Pouvoir is can, to be able to. Je peux, so I can, I'm able to. Tu peux, il peut, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent. Okay. I can do something. Okay, I can make this cake. I can sleep for 5 hours, whatever. Vouloir. To want. Je veux. I want. Tu veux. Il veut. Nous voulons. Vous voulez. Ils veulent. Okay. I want, you want, he wants, he, she, one. We want, you guys want, you sir, you ma'am, and they want. Devoir, you're going to have to be careful of this one because in the conditional tense, it means should. But here it means must, have to, and it can also be to owe something. So let me conjugate it. Je dois, so I must, I have to. Je dois, tu dois. Il doit. Nous devons. Vous devez. Ils doivent. Okay? So, I can say, je dois aller au restaurant. I must go to the restaurant, or I have to go to the restaurant. Or, je dois de l'argent à Paul. I owe money to Paul. I owe Paul some money. Okay? Now, okay. Let's go with the recent past. The recent past is I just did something. Okay? So in French, what we're going to do is we're going to take the verb venir, de, plus a verb. So we need to conjugate the verb venir. Je viens de, tu viens de, il vient de, nous venons de, vous venez de, ils ou elles viennent de. Be careful of the pronunciation here. All we have to do is to add an infinitive verb. Je viens de manger un sandwich. I just ate a sandwich. Tu viens de dormir pendant 11 heures. You just slept for 11 hours. So it is confusing because in English we use a simple past. In French it's a present tense. So a lot of people who are not really studying too much French grammar, they can say, well, I know how to translate. I come to eat a sandwich. That is not what it means. It means I just ate a sandwich. The action is over. Okay? So that is a thing about learning French through different methods. You need to learn the grammar. In French, you cannot avoid that. Now, il vient de faire un gâteau au chocolat. He just made a chocolate cake. The French, we say a cake made with chocolate. Nous venons de sortir de la maison. It's like we just got out of the house. Okay. Vous venez de travailler pendant 8 heures. It's like you just worked for 8 hours. Et ils viennent de finir leur projet. They just finished their project. So it's always just plus present past in English, but present tense in French. This is a recent past. Now, let's go with the present. The present tense. Oh, of course, you're going to need to deal with 3 groups. Okay? We have the first one is the ion verbs. The second one will be some ion verbs. And the last one, well, the third group can be, some ion verbs, some IRE, OIR, OIRE, DRE, indre, oindre, and again, etc. So it's a bunch of endings for the third group. But remember the second group, let me just write it like this. The second group will deal with some ion verbs, and the first group will deal with the ion verbs, except aller, because aller is an irregular verb. That's the only irregularity. Now, knowing this, we can still make we can still deal with the present tense. There is an expression we use is être, en train de, plus a verb. So you see, you need to deal with the être. So what we can do is je suis en train de. That will be what we call a present continuous. That means it's a ing form. So what does that mean? If I say je suis en train de manger un sandwich, that means I'm eating a sandwich. I don't want to hear I'm in the process of eating a sandwich. No, I'm eating a sandwich. That's it. Well, we can also have other options. I can say maintenant, now, je mange un sandwich. Well, this is I'm eating a sandwich now. Okay? And I can say tous les jours, je mange un sandwich. That will be every day I eat a sandwich. So we have here it's a progressive continuous form. The same goes for here. And tous les jours, it's a frequency, repetition. So I'm going to use a simple present simple. Okay? So be careful. We have the same conjugated form. And we have, let me see if I can show font. Yeah. There's no bond or what? Okay, I'm just still, I'm using another program, so it's not always intuitive. That's not what I wanted to do. It's okay. So, we can just change it like this. Yep. It's the same conjugated form. Okay. But here we deal with je suis en train de plus a verb. Okay. So it's different. Okay. Now, so we have different options. Huh? We are not stuck with one way to say something. Okay. Now there is what. So this is a present tense. Now we have what we call the immediate future. So immediate future is like I'm about to do something. Okay. So we're gonna deal with je suis sur le point de plus a verb. So be careful, hein? Être, we just covered that. Être is here. We just need to conjugate the verb according to the subject. And we have a recent past, we have a present tense, and we can have an immediate future. Okay? So the present past is je viens de, but the present tense with être en train de is to be, so in the present tense. And the same goes for je suis sur le point de. It's like être sur le point de plus a verb. Okay? So, je suis sur le point de, let's say, tu es sur le point de partir. It's like you are about to live. You are about to live. Okay? And so forth and so forth. So you know the drill with to be. So here we have to be. So we need to know how to conjugate to be. Same goes for this, to be. But the present tense has more options, okay? And the final one will be the near future. Again, it doesn't mean it's a near future. It's gonna be I'm going to plus verb. Okay? So we can say je vais, tu vas, il va, nous allons, vous allez, et ils vont. And it's add a verb. Je vais préparer un café. I'm going to prepare a coffee. Tu vas cuisiner. So you're gonna cook. Il va voyager. He's gonna travel. Nous allons boire de l'eau. We are going to drink some water. Vous allez faire du foot. So this is an interesting one because faire du foot, it can be like practice soccer. It can be play soccer, you know. Voilà. Et ils vont nager. That will be to swim. They are going to swim. That's it for this short lesson. But this is really, really, really important. And I'm going to share it with as many students as I can because we cannot learn French without that. Okay. You have a nice day and au revoir.